you said I'm cheating for no reason.
You will cheat. One day he will do. I don't care if it's ping pong, he gonna
Right,
get it.
like how I'm
If
cheating.
it's ping pong, he want the advantage in the paddles.
I don't care about a paddle.
You figure out how to win.
I'm gonna win. Ain't no figure out. I'm gonna win.
A hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ.
I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. That's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that I do.
Bud, come on. Terence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight boom. Straight shot. Like right here. Right here.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal.
Terence Crawford is reportedly training with Shakur Stevenson ahead of Shakur's fight against Teofimo Lopez, and he had nothing but praise. Crawford says Shakur's speed, defense, and ring IQ make him extremely hard to beat. According to Bud, Shakur's skill set forces opponents to constantly adjust, which is what makes him so dangerous. Watching him up close only confirms how big of a problem Stevenson can be for anyone in the ring.
the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has, and given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to.
Crawford speaks about Shakur in a brotherly, supportive way, defending him from critics who call him boring. He says people who think that simply don't understand boxing. Terence compares Shakur to Floyd Mayweather, who faced the same criticism early in his career before becoming a legend. In his view, Shakur has that same level of precision, intelligence, and speed, making him an elite fighter who deserves respect.
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. Shakur is different. People may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive.
Inside Shakur Stevenson's camp, Terence Crawford shares techniques and small details he's picked up over his career. He stresses the importance of learning something from every fighter. Shakur benefits from these lessons, becoming more adaptable and well-rounded. Beyond boxing, their time together builds trust and a family-like bond, helping Shakur grow not just as a fighter, but as a person.
It's like a black kind of thing, like, no disrespect. Like, it's like, like when you go to cookouts and all your family be sitting there playing spades and like
Chris Algieri highlights how important it is for top fighters to face elite competition, even when there's real risk involved. He believes that challenging the best is the only true way to test greatness. According to Algieri, losses don't ruin a fighter's legacy. They teach lessons, force growth, and build resilience. Protecting an undefeated record may look good on paper, but it doesn't prove true skill. Great fighters are defined by the challenges they accept and how they respond under pressure.
Health of boxing on this side of the world. Listen, there's nothing like the Garden. We've both fought there many times. I fought in the big room. There's nothing like the Garden. Just the vibe, like you said, champ, that's around that. And this fight is deserving to be here. It's that good of a fight. It's that big a fight, and especially like I said, like the health of American boxing. This is one of the best fights that can be made. And putting it in the Garden just makes too much sense.
But the idea of the turmoil, the eyes on it, the spectacle, the circus. Chris, you talked about the idea that Teofimo Lopez kind of lives in this. That's where he flourishes. That's what he loves. This idea that because there's so many eyeballs on it, it's going to be kind of a circus. Does that favor Teofimo a little bit when you look at the strategy? Yes, no?
I'm going to say well, I can't say for certain because there's no certain with Teofimo Lopez. He's one of the most up, down, left, right guys I've ever been around.
Mercurial, we could say.
I mean,
yes.
But when he is on, he's damn near unbeatable. I mean, he's such a good athlete. He has such a good boxing IQ. He's so physical and explosive. And again, I've said this on past shows. I've called him many times for Top Rank, been around fight weeks. And it just seems to me, the more out of sorts he seems, the more back against the wall it looks like, the more that he's an underdog, the better he performs. And this could be that kind of situation. New York is a tough place, man. They're already gibbering, going back and forth, saying like, you know, he reps Brooklyn, but there's kind of questions about his Brooklyn roots. Can he really rep Brooklyn in the way that he says he can? So he's already getting that heat for that. I don't know. It might be a good thing to kind of to poke the bear in terms of how well Teofimo is going to show up.
Paulie, that's a huge. You're from Brooklyn. That's a big insult to say that you're not really from Brooklyn.
Insult him a little bit.
Insult him a little bit. Insult him.
But I'll tell you what. I don't. There's so many thoughts in my head with this situation because Teofimo is at his most dangerous when he's counted out. And this
Teddy Atlas steps in to defend both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez from long-standing criticism. He points out that both fighters were once accused of avoiding tough opponents or padding their records. Atlas says that narrative is outdated and unfair. Both men have shown they're willing to face elite competition. Their speed, skill, and strategy prove they don't avoid danger, they're built for it. Atlas believes both fighters deserve credit for the risks they're now taking and the growth they've shown.
Teofimo at certain spots, he's avoiding this guy. He's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite. They will make, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I'll tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, being elusive while being aggressive, walking them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about.
Paulie Malignaggi explains why Teofimo Lopez is often underestimated heading into big fights. He says part of the reason is Shakur Stevenson's higher profile. Shakur gets more media attention, more praise, and a larger fan base. While Lopez has explosive power, speed, and proven talent, he doesn't always get the same respect.